The side lengths in yards of a triangle and a square are shown in the diagram. The perimeter of the triangle is equal to the perimeter of the square. What is the value of x? First of all, you have to recall that perimeter means add around the shape. So for the triangle, you have to add 2x plus this 2 parenthesis x plus 7 and this 4x minus 2. Altogether, this will be the perimeter around this shape. So we have it down here. Okay? That will equal to the perimeter of the square. So equal here. And the perimeter of the square will be also adding around this shape square. But all sides in a square are equal. So we have to add this 2.5 4 times. Or you just multiply it by 4. Once you've written down the equation correctly, you have to go ahead and combine like terms. First, simplify each side of the equation. You can go ahead and multiply this 4 times the 2.5x inside. 4 times 2.5x gives us 10x. On the other side of the equation, you have to multiply the 2 to each of the term inside. Then bring down the rest of the expression on that side. Now combine like terms. The ones with all the variable x can be combined because the x's just have the same first power. 2x plus 2x plus 4x is 8x. The ones that are constant without variable is the positive 14 and that negative 2. They're different signs, so we subtract. Now let's do cancellation. We have two variables, x and an x on both sides, so we have to cancel one of them. Let's cancel 8x by doing the opposite of 8x, which is minus 8x. Do it also on the other side of the equation. Cancel the 8x and then bring down the equal sign. Of course, 10 minus 8 will leave you just 2x and then bring down the 12. Now the last thing to do is get rid of the 2. So the x will become alone. Divide both sides by 2. Therefore, our x will be 6. Please do practice this. Do it on your own. Try it. Rewind this video and learn it again. Okay? Do it on your journal. Good luck. The diagram shows the height of a cone that holds ice cream. The cone has a volume of 1.5 pi cubic inches. Which measurement is closest to the radius of the cone in inches? Remember, it is important to read twice or 3 times. Then take note of the important information given on the problem. So the volume is given. It is 1.5 pi cubic inches. Height is also given. Since it's talking about volume, let's write down the formula for the volume of a shape cone. Look at your reference material chart. 1/3 times base times height. And you know that B is the area of the circle shape of that cone. So that is the same thing as the base of a cylinder. Now substitute. So all the value that's given must be substituted where it should be. Like, for example, the volume is given, so the volume, the 1.5 pi, should be here. Bring down everything else, that 1/3, that pi. The r is the one we're looking for, so it's still r squared, times the height, and the height is here, which is 4.5. Now think. You can multiply the 1/3 and the 4.5. These are all multiplication here on this side. So multiply the ones that you can multiply. 1/3 times 4.5 is 1.5. Bring down everything else. Remember that we want that r squared alone because that's the radius that we're trying to look for, the measurement closest to that radius. So you want to cancel out 1.5 pi on this side. So divide by 1.5 pi together with the pi. So the r will become alone. You have to do also the same thing on the other side here. Divide also by 1.5 pi. So this one cancels out. The r squared is now alone. 1.5 pi divided by 1.5 pi is just 1. If you get their square root, the r will still be 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So the answer, the radius is 1. Now I challenge you to rewind this part as if you didn't see it. Do it on your own, okay? Rewind it where you have to write down again all the information and then write down the formula. Write it down where you see this pi r squared and then substitute and then do it on your own until you get where r is alone. Okay? On your journal, please practice.